Hello everybody and welcome back to Phyzik Talks. I hope you're all doing well on this rather snowy day. Snowy? England? Snow? Twice in a year? Is this the end of the world? Is this the apocalypse, guys? What's going on? Hope you're doing good. Sorry that I've been away. I've just been in a slight pit of despair. You know how it is. But I'm feeling a lot better now, and everything will be back up to normal this week. Really sorry about the past couple of streams that I've had to cancel. I do apologize, I really do, but you know how it is. I think everyone goes through these phases every once in a while. So yeah, streams will be back up and running as per usual this week, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. Bish bash bosh, job done. So today we are once again going to be systematically dismantling every single one of ONISION's pathetic attempts at arguing and reasoning. If you didn't see part 1, I will put a link to the video in the description if you want to watch that one, but it's absolutely not essential that you see that one first. It just has different points that won't be in this video, so you could easily watch this one first and that one second without any hassle. If you didn't see part 1, the video is called I Will Not Apologize for Being Right, which is the funniest title because it's just so wrong in every single way. It doesn't make any sense. It's the complete opposite of that. Like, he's wrong about every last thing that he talks about in this video, as we will prove today on the Phyzik Talks channel. It's gonna be good fun. So let's do this, guys. Hey.
Now, if Shane can go and say that that was him joking after his co-host threatened him with prison, then why is it you look at videos where I never rate anyone so young in such a gross way and say that I'm a weirdo, but you give Shane a free pass?
Just like I said in the previous video, you've got to be absolutely deluded to think that Shane was being serious, when in actual fact, as I proved in my last video, you said it is your absolute honest opinion that you would smash a child that is literally completely not of age. You said in the video, if she was of age, I would smash her.
If this person were of age, smash.
Smash that little child. Great, great, good stuff. Great, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, we oh, me.
And Shane went on. He didn't stop at the 8-year-old. He also went on to describe a little baby as, again, very stimulating to him. He even said that he looked up baby PORN. Okay? You guys understand how crazy you are?
Onision, do you understand how crazy you are? You have to be utterly deluded to think that this is any kind of reality where Shane Dawson would be admitting in a live stream that he's looked up child PORN. Are you absolutely out of your mind? It's just absurd. I think, I don't know, what is up, what's wrong with you? Come on, just please tell us what's going on in that brain of yours that you would think that we're the crazy ones. And another thing is, you know Shane Dawson. You know him very well. You've done videos with him. How the hell could you possibly think that he would be serious about these things on a live stream? It makes absolutely no sense. Yes, his co-host was uncomfortable. They're talking about a really serious and dark subject. Of course she's going to be uncomfortable. Pretty much anyone is. Shane Dawson has been known for his kind of edgy humour. And for you to go and listen to that humour and assume that it is fact is absurd. I think what you've done is what none of us would do, which is to listen to these terrible media publications that put out absolute false information about people just to get a good scoop. You've listened to that. Do you realise how bad that is? Do you realise how completely contradictory that is to most of the things you do on this website? It makes no sense. You're ridiculous. You're the crazy one. Let's move on.
If I said those things, if I looked up baby PORN, you would lose your minds. Yet Shane does that and simply says later on, oh, I was joking. And he's the guy people celebrate, and I, of course, am a pariah.
So you just said that he followed it up by saying, I was joking. So what's the issue here? Are you saying that and just ignoring that you said that? Are you just saying the first bit and then suddenly there's like your brain switches off as you say the bit where he says he's joking? It doesn't make any sense, Onision. How could you possibly believe this? It's ridiculous. It's horrible. It's horrible that you are using this as a pathetic way of attacking him. Obviously, that's what you're doing. What do you expect to get from us when you say stuff like this? How do you expect to gain any respect from anyone if you're saying such deluded comments that are so untrue and so horrible? You're saying one of the worst things you can say about a person just as a way of jabbing at him. It's terrible.
My point is if you're mad at me for rating people who are primarily adults upon their request, posting to my forums where my forums clearly state that you can only submit appropriate images that are YouTube friendly, obviously, then you have to be enraged by shame.
Onision, get a grip. Get a grip, mate. With these images that are posted to your forums, I don't care if they're appropriately dressed. The point is that they're children, and you know half the time that these are children because you say, if she was of age, I would smash her. Why would you say that if you didn't think there was a massive chance that this person was a child?
Yeah, solid 8.
But Greg, what if she's 15 years old?
Well, last time I checked, we're allowed to have opinions about people. It's not a perverted thing, it's honesty.
Because that man targeted babies and young children. So yes, I do understand context, and I understand that when somebody only says they're joking once they're threatened with prison time, they're not necessarily being honest, but instead trying to save themselves.
Threatened with prison time? What are you talking about? The co-host said, you know, you can get in a lot of trouble for saying things like this. You can go to prison for saying things like this. She's saying that because it's a really horrible joke to make, and she wouldn't want him getting in trouble for making a joke like that. What have you you have clearly just looked at media publications that are saying the worst things about him. You have completely, I don't even know if you've watched the real stream. You probably haven't. If you're this deluded and you believe this in your mind, if you believe this is an actual fact, there is something seriously wrong with you.
Meanwhile, I admit wholeheartedly what I've done, and I say, go to the police, and what happens? Nothing. Because what I have done is said that people can freely submit photos to my website, so long as those photos are appropriate for YouTube.
Yes, and you worm your way around these things by saying, if this girl was of age, I would smash her. You do things like that. What, we're going to call the police and say, yeah, Onision, this YouTuber, has rated a girl online who might be underage, but she might not be. No one's gonna do that, obviously, and I think it's silly that someone would do that. You just have to stop doing these terrible things, and you have. So, the reason that you've stopped is obviously because you know that you've been doing something wrong, otherwise surely you'd still be rating people. And no, you don't understand context on any level, and no, you don't admit to the things that you do. No, you don't. You don't admit to anything you do. You don't take responsibility for any of the mistakes you make. You just blame other people, you make a ruckus about everything, you lie, you hide behind things. It's insane. You deflect. It's ridiculous gaslighting. You have so many techniques of manipulating people so that you don't have problems online. You are such a snake when it comes to that kind of thing.
Hello. Videotapes his ex having an assumed nervous breakdown. You know why you guys know about that footage? Because she asked me to upload it. And you know what really actually happened? She later admitted that those were fake.
You literally just dismantled your own point there. You said she later admitted to it being fake, meaning that at the time you were unaware of it being fake, meaning that you're a horrible person for doing that, because at that time you didn't know whether it was fake or not. So you, at the time, were filming what was supposedly your ex having a nervous breakdown. That is genuinely sick. That is one of the worst things I've heard about you doing. Fake or not, it's terrible. And sorry, but you've used this excuse once again. Just because she asked you to upload it doesn't mean you have to do it. Do you have no, like, independent self-control? Do you not? Because it seems like whenever someone asks you to do something stupid, you go ahead and do it.
Blankually shaming his ex. What they're talking about is me saying that my ex had poor hygiene issues, which she did. And I can guarantee you, if I didn't take care of myself the way this person did, if I took off my pants and the whole room was filled with the smell of maggots and trash, and one of my exes went to the public and said this, you guys would be shaming me till the end of time about it, because we all know that hygiene is within our own control. You understand this? Okay.
Well, I'm gonna have to debate this one yet again. I don't think hygiene is absolutely 100% within people's control. A lot of people with severe depression will end up with bad hygiene because they don't think to look after themselves. They don't want to because they feel horrible about themselves, which is highly likely the position this person would have been in. So yes, you are shaming them, you total moron. Of course you were. And that you always say this. You say that if it was the other way around with you, we would be shaming you. The thing is, Onision, people would be doing that because people hate you. Pretty much everyone hates you at this point. So yes, people would do these things because they dislike you so much. If you were a great person, no, obviously we wouldn't. So please realize when someone has an issue that is incredibly personal and incredibly private, realize that you shouldn't just broadcast that to your millions of subscribers. You do it all the time. Eugene Cooney, you do it with Shane Dawson, you do it with every single person you've ever had a contact with online. Just stop. Realize people have privacy issues. You wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like it if we shamed you for these things. Of course you wouldn't. You would have a field day online, going absolutely ballistic at everyone if we were shaming you for these things. So, you're so riddled with double standards.
Especially since she released a bunch of private voicemails of me, which if I released a bunch of private voicemails of someone, you guys, again, would freak out and say that I violated someone's privacy and I should be ashamed of myself, etc. But someone else does it to me, and I'm the bad guy again.
Oh, so because she released voicemails of you, that means that you're allowed to release private information about her? Is that how it works, is it? Yeah. Does anyone think that that's how the world should work? No, none of my fans anyway. Good God. Yes, we would be very annoyed if you released private voicemails about her. But do you not realise that you've released private information about her and you've just said that you have? Oh, God, Jesus Christ. Oh, boy.
The person described it as stalking an ex by leaving voicemails. Is that stalking, leaving a lot of voicemails? I would look up the definition of stalking, but you guys hate it when I use facts.
Oh, I see. So in an instance when we think you're a stalker, you won't look up the definition because you know that you are a stalker. Oh, wow. What, so Google word definitions are facts now, are they? Oh my God. Get a grip. Get a grip. Every time you use a Google search definition of something, it's always wrong. You say that I'm obsessed with you. You didn't look up the word obsessed, but you use that word. You haven't got a clue what these words mean. You really don't. And yes, you manipulate people. I'm not sure what the instance is here. I'm not sure who this involves. But if I know one thing, it's when you were in a relationship with Billy, after that, she was so distraught. She was absolutely in pieces because you would not stop releasing private information about her. It was horrible to watch. It was horrible to watch that video of her crying her eyes out saying, please stop. Please actually stop. You are scaring me. I don't want this to happen. I don't want all of my information put out to your millions of subscribers. And I think we can all understand where she's coming from with that one.
And they say trying to emotionally manipulate her. Guys, she was 26, I was 26. She's a full-grown adult. She chose to release those voicemails, and that's fine. And the same girl came to me apologizing for her behavior down the line. I said I forgave her for that, and I apologized for me ever being rude to her. She then offered her friendship, said that she was going to be in town, gave me her phone number, etc. But I denied having a friendship with her because she was not an honest person. And she was not a clean person, and I did not want to be associated with her.
Wow! Wow! Okay, just read through this. Let's take a peek. So, some of the words you use are just terrible. If we look at point number 6, you say, original alcohol girl tries to get me back through a series of emails. So, you calling someone an alcohol girl is your idea of being good to a person. And no, you are not good to the people you date. The second to last sentence is, I am good to the people I date. Well, one, no, you're not if you call someone an alcohol girl. You don't understand people's problems. You just get rid of them when you realize they have issues. When someone has an imperfection, you get rid of them. This is the same with Billy, when she admitted to, you know, smoking and that kind of thing. You said that she should be chained up to a basement with liar stamped across her forehead. Yes, you are so good to the people you date. That's why she was crying her eyes out in a video saying, please stop, you're scaring me, stop publicizing information about me, you horrible scumbag. Yes, you're good to the people you date. Wow. Anyway, I think I'm gonna have to stop here because there's just endless problems with every last thing he says. It's really hard to get through a video without trying to combat every last one of his points. Because that's his title is I Will Not Apologize for Being Right. But as we can see, everything he says is wrong. It's all wrong. It's all wrong. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today, guys. If you've enjoyed the video, please do leave it a like and please do subscribe if you want to help support me and my channel. If you want to go a step further than that, I have a Patreon set up in the description. I also stream every Tuesday and Friday from 7 PM Greenwich Mean Time. Link to my Twitch is in the description as well. So to finish off, we will have a list of my wonderful patrons. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye bye.